Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss about the output response of this particular circuit, and I am giving a step response here which is varying from 0 volt to V volt at t equal to 0 seconds. And before analyzing this circuit, and let's find what is the feedback of the circuit. To find feedback, okay, so feedback, we generally find feedback in DC conditions. DC condition, that means steady state. Okay, in steady state, what will happen? DC condition at steady state, capacitor will act as a open circuit. Okay, so capacitor acting as a open circuit, and to find a feedback, what we need to do, we need to short circuit input voltage. Okay, so let's read out the circuit. So there is some ground in plus and there is a minus, and this is some feedback resistor is there, and I have broke here, and this is V naught, and I applied some voltage V naught, and there is a capacitor acting as a open circuit, and there is a input V in, which will be short circuited because this is a voltage source, and there is a R. Because even though after breaking this volt here, if I see what is the V minus is equal to V naught only, so that this is a negative feedback. Okay, so how I'm telling V negative feedback, V minus is greater than V plus, so this is a negative feedback. Okay, so now let's analyze what is the output voltage. Okay, we know that in negative feedback system, so inverting terminal input and non-inverting terminal input, so this is V minus, this is V plus. Okay, so V minus and V plus should be same. Okay, because V plus is always hot shorted to ground. Okay, so V plus equal to 0 volt equal to V minus. Okay, that means V minus equal to 0 volt. Okay, so that means at we are applying, it is like simply like this. So we are applying a step input to some capacitor. Okay, so we are simply applying some step input to capacitor. Okay, so if I apply a step input, if I read out the circuit, it will look like this. Okay, so this is some capacitor, this is some step input. Okay, so because there is no R here, when there is a voltage is varying from 0 to V volt, so there is a transition, means this transition time, so there is a high frequency components. Because of this high frequency components, this capacitor will act as a short circuit, and the current flowing through the circuit is infinite. I can say that uh, impulse current is flowing here. Because of this impulse current, the capacitor will instantly charge to input voltage. That means Vc will be 0 till t seconds. At t equal to 0 seconds, Vc will become V volt. So the current flowing through this capacitor will be uh, delta of t. That means impulse amount of current is flowing. The current flowing through this inverting terminal is 0 ampere, because these two inputs, that means inverting input and non-inverting input of op-amp will offer a very high impedance, so that current flowing through the inverting terminal is 0 ampere, and here current flowing through the resistor is impulse, and V naught will be current flowing through this resistor into R. Okay, so that means there is a impulse current flowing through this resistor, and voltage will be, if I apply KVL here, this is 0 volt, so this is V naught. So obviously it will be minus delta V into R. So V naught will be minus delta of T into R volts. Okay, so this is what. And after that, what's happening? VC is stable to V volt, and Vin equal to stable to V volt. So that there is no voltage difference. So there is no current flowing through this capacitor, uh, and the current flowing through this capacitor is 0, so the current flowing through the resistor is 0. Because if I apply a KCL here, so incoming current should be equal to outgoing currents. Incoming current is 0, so here there is no current flowing through this node, because this is very high input impedance, so the 0 current is here flowing, so that the current flowing through the resistor is also 0 ampere, and the voltage across the resistor, that means V naught will be 0 volt only. So after this one, voltage will die down to 0 volt. So V naught is 0 till 0 t equal to 0 seconds. At t is equal to 0 seconds, V naught went to minus delta t into R. After that, instant t is equal to 0, this v naught will become again 0 volt.